What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a new product for you to see. I know you guys love the gear. We've got something interesting, something new from our friends over at Jetpack. So Jetpack, as you know, usually are the guys that send me the super cool bags, right? Well, this time they are onto something interesting and a little bit different. They are called Jetpack boosters. Jetpack boosters. They come in these little handy carrying cases. We're going to show you today what they're all about. Okay, so Jetpack boosters. What are they? What's in these bags? Well, these were basically designed out of necessity, and they started thinking about it after the success of their glide bag. And I'll put a link down below to my video on the glide bag, and we'll cut to some B-roll here of what that is. That's their longer bag for controllers and all of your accessories. Well, it's basically for just getting the controller, and this is a DDJ, older DDJ 1000. It's basically for getting the controller to the gig. The problem is, a lot of times when you get to these events, they've got you set up on a table or you're set up on some DJ booth they made for the event, and they're simply too low. Well, that's where the Jetpack boosters come in. These things are going to save your back, no matter how tall or short you are. Let's talk about them. Now, each of these little pucks, if you will, or each of these little boosters are about an inch, and they stack together only really one perfect way, and they stay together, right? So 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, all right? And I'm gonna show you how they work. So let's raise this controller up with a stack of 3, all right? Now, that took me about a minute if it was in real time. And now I've got my DDJ 1000 about 3 inches higher if I was set up on a table. And look, the platters are right here. My arm is about 90 degrees now. I'm not all hunched over and uncomfortable. I'm standing straight up, arms 90 degrees, simple, access to all the knobs, all the platters, all the buttons. These things are pretty much genius, and I'm kind of mad that I didn't think of them for my own company, Bunn Gear. So that being said, let's talk a little more about the construction of these things. They're heavy, first of all, in a good way, and they lock together, like I said earlier. The construction is just really well made. They got the Jetpack brand on one side and then the Orbit Concepts logo on the other side. I mean, just super smart, even down to the little bag that they come in. The other reason it is nice to get your controller up off a table is for cable management. I can just pass this XLR through and plug it in, and then boom, run it under the controller instead of out towards the audience. Another reason why you might want it up off the table is to get a laptop stand up under here. Ones like this Hercules here are not going to go under the controller if you like to have it in the middle. They have to be off to the left or the right if you're on a table. This, you can take it and slide it right underneath. And again, I can move this a little closer to me. Boom, laptop, boosters underneath, ready to rock. Overall, it's just a much cleaner presentation and much more comfortable. So we talked a little bit about the construction and how they stack together and how they're kind of made out of this heavy rubber. So what does that do? That helps reduce vibration and wobbling. I mean, I'm set up on what's called a fast set table now. This is basically like almost like a pop-up ironing board with like an X stand and a top. It's one of my favorite tables. I've talked about it ad nauseum on different videos here that I've made on YouTube. But with this DDJ 1000 sitting on top on this stack of 12 boosters, 3 inches each, or approximately 3 inches each. I mean, if there's any wobble, it would be more in the table than what's sitting on top of the table. So if you have a super stable table, like with a 4-leg table, you're not going to get any wobble at all. If you see any here right now, it would just be in the table. It's not this on top of the boosters. This feels super like stable to me and just almost locked in, even though it's not, because it's not really doing anything other than touching the bottom of the controller. I can see these being used in a lot of different applications, not just gigs. If you had studio equipment at home, they should work on your turntables, they should work on controllers. You could do them at different heights if you wanted to tilt things up. I think the applications are quite frankly endless. They come in quantities of 4 or 12. 4, obviously you're gonna raise your gear up about 1 inch. I would go ahead and get a 12 pack and stick them in your glide bag or your DJ bag just so you have them in case you do get stuck with a low table and you wanna move your gear up higher. Go ahead and get the 12 pack would be my recommendation. bag. These drop on April 2nd at jetpackbags.com. I'll put the link down here below the video. Head there and grab you a set. This is gonna be something that lives in your DJ bag or your trailer or your bin of extra stuff, and one day it is going to save your back. So check out the brand new boosters from Jetpack. Before we wrap up this video though, I wanna show you the new bag that I just got from Jetpack that came with the boosters. Hold on one sec. So you've seen this video in my gig logs, in here in the studio. I've been using it for a while and you can see it is still in really good condition. But I reached out to my friends over at Jetpack Bags and I said, hey, I changed my branding a little bit for my personal logo. Can you help a brother out? I need a new bag. And that's honestly one of my favorite parts, other than all the compartments and all the awesomeness and the construction. I love the fact that they brand the front of these bags. So we've got the brand new Jetpack Prime Black. Look at this thing. Got the new Joe Bunn signature logo on it. And then in terms of the pockets themselves, very similar. Obviously luggage tag on top. You kind of got your skinny front pocket here, business card holder, net pocket for cleaners, sunglasses, wallet, whatever. You got another sleeve right here. If you had a computer you wanted to put in here, it would hold it. So it's a little bit different than the old one. The middle pocket is where I usually put my big boy MacBook. Let's see if that's still the case. Yep, so they've got a sleeve back here. They've got net pockets for your headphone here, other miscellaneous cables here. Then I'll flip it around. You've also got two big pockets here, another net pocket here. And then finally on the very back pocket is where I usually put my iPad. Yep, they got an iPad pocket here. And then if you have Serato records, they do that as well right there. So very similar to the other one. I do see something that I like that the other bag did not have, are these external pockets on the left and the right. So I just wanted to show you guys the bag they also sent me. This is called the Prime. I think the other one was the Prime 2, but this must be the newer model. A little bit different shape, about the same size, a couple extra pockets. Love, love, love their bags. If you're looking for a DJ backpack, these are hands down the best, and they have a whole array of them. Just go to jetpackbags.com like I said a little while ago. Hope you enjoyed this video. You need the boosters. You need a backpack. These are your people, jetpackbags.com. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so. We need to hit 20,000 sometime this year. Also, give it a big old thumbs up and leave a comment below. I want to know what you guys think of the Jetpack boosters. Is this smart? Do you like them? Are you going to buy them? Leave a comment. I'll personally respond to it myself. We have new videos every single week on this channel. All the private event DJs, all the club DJs, we appreciate y'all. Keep on watching and see you next week.